Hello and welcome to Agency Insights, the series where we meet the people behind great agencies. In each episode, we'll speak with agency owners, founders, and creative talents to explore their experiences and gain new insights and perspectives into the challenges and opportunities shaping our industry. Hello and welcome to this episode of Agency Insights. Today, I'm talking with Paula Hilligoss, who works as Partnership and Quality Manager for the dynamic agency Comunica, which has offices in Denmark and also here in Spain. Thanks for joining us, Paula.
Thank you for having me, James. It's great to be here.
Excellent. So for our viewers who don't yet know Comunica, what can you tell us about the company and what makes you different?
Okay, thank you for the question. Well, we are a boutique language service agency, Nordics focused, with offices in Copenhagen, Denmark, and Fuengirola, Spain, as you mentioned.
Mhm.
Um, we enjoy being a smaller LSB because it allows us to go just a little bit deeper into the Nordics languages. Plus, we've also in the recent years been working quite a bit with German, French, and Dutch, but we are still very much Nordics focused. But what makes us different is that we can combine that personal relationship that we have with our vendors and with the clients. So to paint a picture, we've had about a 10-year relationship with some of our clients, helping them enter the Nordics market and working with many of the vendors, many of the same vendors for over 10 years as well. So we really do take pride in knowing our clients and vendors in and out, which helps us foster not only trust, but also consistency at scale.
Yeah.
But we also combine the Nordic native expertise with real in-house technical capability, thanks to our wonderful head of technology, who's helped us build tools that integrate directly with our management tool and other CAT tools. So we're not just translating, we're also building interfaces around quality and workflows.
Okay, very good. Excellent. And I suppose that closeness to the customers and the clients with that long-term basis as well helps to understand their needs and the things that they're looking for. That's excellent. So
Mm.
having offices in Denmark and colleagues there and offices in Spain and colleagues here, how does that affect the way you work?
Well, it actually gives us the best of both worlds because Copenhagen keeps us close to the source or close to the Nordics market and the
Mhm.
culture that we specialize in, while Fuengirola in Spain gives us a strong operational base with a talented and dedicated team. But actually, Fuengirola also has the second largest Finnish community outside of Finland itself, just after Sweden's. And it's genuinely called Little Finland and functions like a Finnish enclave abroad because there's Finnish shops, churches, Finnish schools. There's also Danish shops and Norwegian restaurants. So really a Nordic enclave with a lot of the linguists just around the corner from the office, even if we don't work with them on a day-to-day basis. Of course, some of whom we do work with on a day-to-day basis for many, many years. But it also shapes our culture in that we're used to collaborating across borders internally, which mirrors exactly what we help our clients do externally when they expand into new markets.
Very good, excellent. So Comunica as an agency, it talks a lot about combining AI with the human touch. Where do you think AI is having or will have the biggest impact, and where do you think the human touch still matters most?
Great question, and one which I'm sure everybody's very interested in. It's going to be interesting to hear all the agencies' insights, but I'm sure everybody could agree on the fact that AI has already changed the industry a lot. It's great for speed, first drafts, handling large volumes quickly. But because of that, translation itself is becoming a bit commodized. So the real value we offer now is judgment. For example, quality means different things depending on the content. Marketing texts need a different bar than legal and technical text, and that's something only a human can judge properly. So a native reviewer, especially for languages like Finnish or Norwegian, they will always catch things that AI misses. So I'd put it really simply that AI handles the scale and humans handle the trust. And I think the agencies that succeed going forward will be the ones who treat things like context, terminology, style guides, and product knowledge as their real asset, not just AI models they use.
Very
Mm.
good, excellent. Yeah, the cultural touch, the understandings that only a person can differentiate between, they are absolutely vital and beneficial as well for the clients at the end of the day. Thinking about the agency world, what things would you say are overrated in an agency environment and things that are maybe underrated?
Great question. Well, overrated would be, in my opinion, chasing every new AI tool as if the tool itself is the differentiator, because the tools are becoming commodized as well and
Mhm.
pretty fast. Everyone has basically access to to similar models. While what is underrated is genuinely knowing your vendors and your clients' content deeply. So the relationship level knowledge, knowing which translator is right for which brand is very hard to automate, and it's often the thing that clients notice most when it's missing.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. That sounds excellent. Sometimes the subtle things, the subtle differences make all the difference. Something small can have a big impact. So if imagine we were to sit down again in, let's say, 18 months, what things do you think would have changed most for agencies in that period?
Again, great question. I think we'll see a real split between agencies that are still selling traditional translation as a service, and agencies that have repositioned as strategic content and localization partners. So I think a lot of workflow, intake, terminology, extraction, TM maintenance, project setup, they will all be increasingly automated. So the human role shifts even more towards decision making, quality, and governance rather than execution itself.
Okay,
Mm.
very good, interesting. Well, thanks a lot for your time, Paula. We appreciate it very much. Also, your interesting perspectives and insider views. And thank you to everybody as well for watching. We look forward to welcoming you again soon for another interesting episode of Agency Insights.